Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero. We are back again talking about how the moist back frog got absolutely BTFO'd and claimed that Eric was simply coping for telling him to be great, which is very weird. Also, we have clowns like Vonster, Von Karen, talking about how Eric's art is dentist art, even though his art looks like scrubbish nonsense. We're also going to be talking about how other new CG clowns are so down bad that simple criticism of their terrible art while trying to criticize other people for their artwork makes them go nuts and immediately go into insults when they can't take simple criticism. Because remember, they're the same clowns that say Eric can't take criticism, and also the same clowns that claim that Eric is a B word and he's all these other names they want to call him. Meanwhile, they've never actually had a conversation with him face to face ever. They had to send the useful idiots to do it for them. But let's get into this right here with these ISOM number 3 pre-order collection. 47 days to go with 7,738 total books sold, $471,925 in total sales. We also have the pre-order collection for Zalen, What Kills Must Die, written by Chuck Dixon and drawn by Joe Bennett. 3,919 total books sold, 109,146 in total sales. Yet another six-figure campaign success for the Rippaverse. Congrats, Eric. So, first things first, you have clowns like Thor Odinson, who says, I can crap out better characters than Eric July. Heck, I'm tempted to take a page out of Coney Wave's book and take the 40-character challenge and create a mega thread with 40 original characters I've created. This was 2 days ago, and he has yet to put out a single original character that it could be better than Eric's characters, right? It's so funny as well that he mentions Isom, Yaira, and Brian Solari, yet he failed to mention characters like the Horseman, as well as Zalen, characters that Eric didn't create. It's funny how that makes sense. So he says, more power to him, get to work, show and prove, whatever motivates you. It absolutely seems to have triggered the moist back frog, saying, rolling over, effing laughing my butt off. Looks like the sensitive little snowflake Eric July still can't let things slide. Typical fatherless behavior. Literally, you are a clown who is a feminine boy who absolutely shows what fatherless behavior truly is. It's funny how much you project. And it's simply just him saying that, because apparently that's calls for being sensitive, I guess. But it's funny, you can tell right here, you got ratioed. 48 comments to 46 likes. You got ratioed, as well as the quote tweets, I guess. But then you get ratioed in the comments. You even get clowned on repeatedly in the comments. Like, no one's really supporting you that much in this thread at all. It says, I think I'm going to pretend to have some kind of rivalry with Eric July too, with the hopes of increasing my online sales. Maybe if I say something outlandish enough or race bait hard enough, I can get him to respond to boost my interactions. It surely did. Still 49 comments now, 14k views, because the only way you could get views on or impressions on Twitter is by talking about Eric July, similar to a certain Juju. Man, wait till you hear about Trashcast. Who are you exactly? I thought you did something only to get cooked in the replies in your own thread. You're retarded. What exactly makes him a snowflake here? 78 likes, so you got ratioed not once. 58 likes, not twice. Let's see, how many more? Not 3 times. Well, maybe it is 3 times. Let's keep going. What do you reveal about yourself? What? Yeah. So prove Eric wrong by releasing your own work, but you won't because you're a B word. Again, your script for your comic is absolute dog water. It's worse than Super Killer. It makes Super Killer look sensible. It makes Super Killer look legit. And it's not. Still you. You're a very jaded person, sad. He literally encouraged the other person to go out and do it. How is that being a sensitive snowflake? Because he got the attention he wanted, just like he always has. But you had Vonster saying, oh, it's his birthday on the 19th. Congratulations, you survived another year. Rippaverse comics looks like comics you'd find in a cheap dentist waiting room. Well, you could probably find the moist bag there because he desperately needs it. But you're trying to compare this right here to something like this. Your artwork looks like it would belong in that same office you're talking about, because compared to this, your artwork looks scrubbish. It looks amateurish. It really does. This character looks like Shaggy, but with shorter hair. Like, what are we doing, bro? But then you have, of course, Patrick Thomas Parnell, by the way, follows me, putting out this artwork, right? I even believe that, the face looks weird, but again, it's his own style, and he chooses to do it that way. If people like it, they like it. I said the arms look like arms, look like they have joints, look like arms, the legs look like legs. But you had clowns like this who literally make the arms look like this, and this leg looks like it's a freaking tumor over here. He says, "You do this for a living. I barely do this as a hobby. So why does this crap look like it was done by a 5th grader? Didn't you pay to go to art school? Maybe you should get a refund because you haven't grown as an artist. You've regressed. Everybody ain't ready for prime time." I simply say, why does his right leg look like it has a tumor in it? Why does his left arm look broken? The spine of this character is also off. And it's hilarious that clowns in here saying, "I wonder how much of his stupidity is performative and how much is actually genuine. So apparently I'm stupid because I criticize his terrible drawing." Yeah, we're talking about guys who follow a guy who smoked crack and licked urinals.
They're doing crack!
Talking about stupidity and performative. The same guys who will sit there and deny that it actually happened, even though there's video and clips of it happening. They'll deny that, right? Should be considered charity for the mentally challenged. I'm clearly smarter than you clowns because I monetize you on a daily basis because of all the retarded crap you say constantly, right? If he really has the knowledge to correct the drawing, he would have done it a long time ago on ISOM. Well, I mean, if you had the knowledge, you would have done it. I don't really care. It's just funny how this all started from you literally making a drawing trying to criticize other people, but when you get any slight criticism, you immediately go to insults. Because you will go on to say, "I don't know, man, why do you look like an effing Neanderthal? I'm not an artist, but supposedly Patrick is. Ask him why." So again, you went to the insults. Keep that in mind. He went to insulting me right away for simply criticizing. Remember, they can't take criticism. So if they ever say Eric can't take criticism, refer back to this video. You hide your face behind a one-piece character. Neanderthals were dominant and effed. How is this an insult again? Also notice how he has no rebuttal to what I said. Only insults because that's all these clowns have. Because they're so down bad, they're looking for that attention. I'd almost forgotten Renown Zero existed. It's nice to see him back so I can continue to ratio him. I kind of missed your stupid takes, Monkey Man. You've never ratioed me. Ratioing me would be you commenting on a post and getting more likes. That's what a ratio is. Not you quote tweeting to your biased cult followers that you have, right? You've never ratioed me. Your art is just as trash as the furry artist. If your eyes were deeper, this would be you. Oh, and your art critique is based on whose ass you're sucking at the moment, not the actual art. No, it's actually based on the actual art because it looks like dog water. It's screwed up. Wow. Interesting. Seems accurate to me. My face isn't this fat, my nose isn't this big, the eyes are too wide apart, and it looks like a unibrow. And no, my hair doesn't look like this at all. This looks horrible. Looks like crappy AI, just like your drawing. A real vivid imagination you have, this person. That's interesting. You called me a Neanderthal because you tried to say I was gay or whatever. Their homoerotic fantasies they like to project onto other people as they suckle off a guy who, again, smoked crack and licked urinals.
They're doing crack!
Last I checked, they effed women. Your cult leader licks urinals and smokes crack. No need to scream this name every time the throat goat blows you behind the pizza parlor. You new CG guys are down bad, taking L's all day. So you're okay with being labeled a Neanderthal because they effed? Lol, some bitch. There's no new CG, all there really is. It's a bunch of cultists like yourself. Especially not me. I've been following Comicsgate since the spring of 2018 when I first started following your boy Zach's channel. You waited until Elon bought Twitter to come here? What? I personally don't care either way. Neanderthals populated the earth, so that would make me important then. I still fail to see the L here. It must be because you can't grow a beard as glorious as a guy who looks like a biker. Good luck with that, Cope. Still have failed to ratio me. Where's your ratio? I thought you could ratio me. What's up? He thinks he's important. This person thinks he's important for being a Neanderthal. Thanks for the laugh. You cracked me up. So you want to go from looking like you F bitches to looking like a soy boy? Got it. Live your best life as an EVS cook. Because that's all they know how to do, is suckle up to a guy who literally smokes crack and licks urinals. I'm going to completely continue to say that. Because as much as they like to say that Eric July's my idol, they literally idolize a person who smokes crack and licks urinals because he draws good art, supposedly. Even though his art looks like crap without Kyle Ritter's colors. You can pull pussy with or without a beard because you're hilarious and know how to talk. You, on the other hand, grow a beard to hide your rat-like features. Again, this was all over a criticism of a drawing he did. Now keep that in mind. Once again, I said your mom was pretty easy to pull. I could now give her a son she can actually be proud of instead of a guy literally sitting here like a clown being stupid. Is that where you want to go? Notice how all my insults are directed at you and your family. But the thing is, you started with insults when I simply asked about your drawing. Again, you are the same clowns that claim Eric July can't take criticism. I've seen the shape here and you would never be this bold in person. Don't get so upset that you're getting embarrassed that you take it out on the dead. No, I'm not getting embarrassed, my guy. You are the only one insulting people because I criticized your crappy drawing. That's the problem that people have with clowns like you. You are literally in a cult because you get criticized simply for your crappy drawing and you start throwing insults as if you're insulting me. I don't care that you exist. Whatever I say on here, I would say directly to your face. Notice how you went down to the level of insulting someone because I simply criticized your artwork. But Eric can't take criticism. Hypocrite. Size means nothing if you can't fight, which is true. Size means nothing if you can't fight. The fuck out of here. My hand skills are better than my drawing skills, and I can assure you that. Tubby, calling you a monkey man is an added bonus to pointing out your stupidity. Yeah, I'm so stupid I monetize clowns like you on a weekly basis, on a daily basis at this point. Well, what are we doing? You're so smart that you couldn't take my simple criticism and actually address it. You had to immediately insult my appearance, even though you hide behind a One Piece character that nobody really likes. I really would. None of you guys are tough on this app. Y'all sit here constantly talking wild crap about other people. Quote, your hand skills are better than your drawing skills. You are the master of flicking your wrist. We know. You clutched your pearls when I criticized your art. I don't have to be tough on this app. I've literally been to combat. That's fine. I've worked with people who've been to combat too. Congratulations. You're not the only person on planet Earth that's been in combat, bruh. No one cares. Nobody gives a crap. You're a couch warrior nerd fighting the culture. My guy, you claim to read comics. That would make you a nerd too, stupid. By the way, nerd's not an insult. You're literally telling me I'm smart while trying to say I'm stupid. Learn the definitions of words before you use them. Fighting a quote-unquote culture war, and I've literally almost been blown up numerous times. Cool story, bro. You still act so feminine in this app. You cry about the Rippaverse almost every day. You must live a sad life. For a guy who's been trained, quote-unquote, in the USMC, United States Marine Corps, you sure act like a lot. You really do. The amount of training you clowns probably go through, clowns like you, not people in the Marines, I'm referring to you specifically, you act so feminine over somebody being successful, and yet they want to claim other people are acting fatherless, doing fatherless behavior, yet claim other people are made. Yet they act so feminine all the time. And this is what new CG and the indie comic space has devolved into. You give simple criticism and then they insult you. So it's like, why should I care what you really think? And then you insult people's appearances while hiding behind an avatar. Okay. And you're literally hiding behind the avatar of a guy wearing makeup, of a One Piece character that wears makeup and earrings. Yeah, that's not totally fruity at all. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you did like this video, hit the like button, comment below you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification into my posting a video, go live on the channel. Consider becoming a member for just $1 a month. There's a join button down below this video. You could get access to members only content as well as live stream emojis when I go live on this channel. But if you don't want to spend the buck, that's okay too. You're never obligated to do so. I really do appreciate you watching the videos and jumping in on the live streams, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.